Green Man! 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 Holy YouTube video, Green Man!
Hey everyone, it's the Grey Man here again. My normal camera that I use, I've accidentally misplaced the lead for charging it. So I've got no battery. I wasn't able to do a beer show with my mate Eric yesterday like I wanted to. I've got no idea where the charger's gone to. I phoned my dad in case I left it around there. I phoned my girl to see if I left it around hers. No one can see it. And it wasn't in the bag where I normally put it after I've done with it. So, hopefully I can find it. Otherwise, what I'm doing at the moment, hopefully this is working okay. I'm using the camera built into my laptop. I know this not so good quality picture, I don't think, and I'm a bit dubious about the sound as well. So I'm actually recording the sound on another laptop down here, just in case I have to put this sound over this video. So if my lip syncing looks a bit strange, it's because I didn't do it quite right. But hopefully I haven't got to do that because it's just more blinking work for me to do. Right then, so I'm going to show you a few comic books. I got a big comic. I got an early birthday present for myself, which I've not even opened up yet. So I'm assuming this is it though, because I'm not expecting anything else. So I'm gonna have a cup of tea. Got my lunch here, Rivitas and some carrots, because I'm on a health kick, ready for my gig that I'm doing. You might be able to see behind me, there's a huge stack of videos. I'm going to be showing that off on a vinyl community related video soon. Let me show you what I've got. First, I'll show you the DCs. Starting off, this was going for £1 or 50p. I think it might even be 50p. And there was no way, even in this condition, I was going to leave it there for 50p. Who can resist? Lois Lane as a centaur. No way could I turn that one down. I'm really actually getting into these Superman's girlfriends, Lois Lane, and also Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. They're just such Silver Age madness. I love them. Right, now, next one I've got Tales from the Green Lantern Corps. I realise it's the 3-parter, and I've only ever had one part of it, number 2. So I'm trying to get hold of number 1 and number 3. So this is number 3 of Tales of the Green Lantern Corps. Got myself a few more flashes for my flash run. Got slightly annoyed with this. I bought a batch of for fella, and I said, I want these numbers of what he had on offer, and he gave me a price for numbers, but I didn't realise he left out one of the ones I'd asked for. So I thought I was paying one price for all of this lot plus one more, but it turned out I wasn't getting that extra other one because he didn't write it down. So it's like, oh, that's annoying. Nothing too major, but it was just like, oh, I wish I should have checked the what he'd written in reply to what I said to him, kind of thing. Yeah, so some nice flash runs. I'm trying to get as much of this run together as I can because I like Barry Allen Flash, and I haven't got enough of them. This is a little bit of a key. I think this one cost me a little bit, probably more than it needed to be honest. I'm sure I saw it going cheaper elsewhere, but I forgot about that and I ended up buying it. But never mind, whatever. This is if I recall, this is a pretty sad issue, this one. Well, I've not read it yet. This has only just come in, but I shall be reading these very soon. I kind of have different reading habits with different stuff. With some runs, I kind of put it together to one side and think I'll read them when I've got the whole run or as much of the run as I can get. And some I read as they come in. This one I'm reading as they come in for some reason. Whereas the Green Lantern one, I'm stuck putting to the side. I've got to read in one. Got no particular rhyme or reason to it. And yeah, I'll probably just if I do end up running out of any of these ones that I'm reading, I just start reading on one of the other ones that I haven't read yet. Yeah, that's basically it. Right, all good covers as always with this era of comics. Fabulous stuff. Right, and the same fellow I got that Lois Lane from. I'm moving on to the Marvels now. The same person I got the Lois Lane from. This was going for 50p. There's a 4 comic I never had. So for 50p, I'm not going to leave it sitting there. Not when I can combine postage with the other stuff. Right, a couple of Fantastic Fours now. This one was a bit expensive. I think it was worth it. He said on the thing it was the first appearance of the Accuser, Ronan the Accuser. But I don't think it is. I think it's the second appearance of the Ronan the Accuser, to be honest. I hope the sound worked because this laptop has just turned itself off for some reason. Must be low on battery. Anyway, so this is Fantastic Four 65. There we go. I just noticed it says on the back 4.0, and then it says name written on first page. I didn't see that in the description on. There is no name written on any page. So I don't know. That note doesn't seem to apply to what it says on what actually is on the comic. There's 4.0 name written on first page. There's no name written on the first page. I don't know if that's a 4.0 or not. But yeah, I'm not too sure what these go for. I got the first bid on it basically. No one else bid. I wasn't going to go any higher. But yeah, it's an old Fantastic Four. Kind of a bit of a whim die, really, to be honest. Right. Another Fantastic Four that's going for 50p. So yeah, I haven't got that one in my collection. One point I want to, if I ever get anything that I want, then I'll have a little bit of a Fantastic Four run going. Right. These next ones I've got as a batch. I think they've got a fairly good deal actually. 3 oldish X-Men comics in reasonably good condition as well, I think. Again, as the same bio said that Ronan the Accuser was his first appearance when it was actually his second appearance. I think it was his first story, but I'm pretty sure it was his second appearance, not his first. Oh, well, it probably would cost me a lot more. But some of these, he said, like I think one of them he says it was Alex Summers' first appearance, but again, I think it was his second appearance. But whatever, I think I paid £20 for these 3 comics, and I thought I can't complain. I'm sure they're good enough. I think it's a pretty good deal. This is number 52, X-Men 52, a nice old comic, little dates down, a little bit of dirt on there. Wonder if some of it could be cleaned up. Not too many creases, good on the staples. So yeah, I'm not bemoaning that one at all. I think this might be the one that was a second appearance of Alex Summers, I believe. I could be wrong. Right, this next one, number 55. I can't remember if this is any special appearance or anything. But it's just a nice old comic, cool cover. So this is older than me, so I don't complain too much about the condition of buying comics that are older than me. I think X-Men 60 was my birthday book on this run. This is 55, so this is like 5 months before I was born. Cover dated anyway. Right, so that's cool. And finally, this one is when they started doing the reprint books. This is a pence variant, 6p, the Cobalt Man. So I think that was the first appearance of the Cobalt Man, but this is the reprint that they were doing. I can't believe they got away with that. I'm surprised they bothered carrying on with the book, really, just to do reprints after, I don't know, 70 odd issues. Right, now this next one just came this morning by special delivery. I think I got a pretty good deal for it. I've not looked at it yet. Obviously, I'm opening it up now. Now, when I first started doing comics on my channel, the first thing I started doing was well as doing my counting comics, was my birthday last year, September last year. I started doing birthday books. So I was saying to myself, why don't I get some comics that are cover dated the same as me, September 1969? So that's what I did basically. And I noticed that a couple of them were rather expensive, and I sort of vowed to get this one by my 50th birthday, which is 2 months off. Now, I have a Patreon page to do with my heavy metal podcast that I do, and I've got 6 patrons, I think, and with the fees, I ended up getting like $5 a month. Nothing to write home about, I think you'll agree. But it's been building up over the 20 months that I've been doing extra shows on my podcast for my podomaniacs, as I call them, and that built up to about $70, something like that. And then I had another guy who he didn't want to do Patreon, but he just literally gifted me like $50, something like that. He said, "Here you go, here's $50. I love your show. This is what I think it's worth to me for all the times that I've played it." and I sent him all my exclusive Patreon only shows, on top of that. So that added up to basically I spent it on this comic. All the money that I managed to save up has gone on this comic. It's nicely wrapped. It was going for X amount, and I sort of made an offer, knocked about 20 quid off what he was asking, and he said yes. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I wasn't excited. I'm quite miserable at the moment because I'm looking for a job. I'm not having any joy finding a job, and I'm starting to worry about money. And I kind of think to myself, I shouldn't have bought this comic. I should have. But this is stuff that I've earned. This is money I earned from doing my podcast. So I feel that it's well deserved to spend it on a comic, like a big grail. And I just think this is in really good condition. The cheapest one that was going on there, staples are a little bit off, maybe a little off colour, but maybe a little bit of rust there. I'm not too sure, but they're very, very tight. The staples. There's barely a crease on it as well. To be honest, it's really good condition. And in case you haven't watched my channel before, you won't have a clue. But everyone else who's watched my videos, especially Roger, you probably guessed what this was about 5 hours ago. It's my birthday book from September 1969. Captain America 117, featuring my birthday brother, the Falcon, and his very, 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 very first appearance. Woohoo! And it looks pretty good. You can't see too well because of the glare. I'll take it out of the wrapper for a second, give you a little look at it. Let's have a look. So you can see it without any glare. And I should have a flip through the pages as well. Make sure there's none. Make sure there's none missing. Right now, don't catch it on the sellotape. Do not catch it on the sellotape. I get so nervous about that. After one of my very first birthday books I picked up, I managed to blink and do myself a tape tear. Look at that. That's look pretty good condition, if you ask me. I certainly have no qualms with that. Lovely and square, and it was the cheapest one that was going on there as well. The blinking nothing to complain about at all when it comes to the staples. The staples are crisp as hell. So make sure all the pages here, 3, 4. I suppose they're off-white pages, but these might be considered white because they weren't super shiny white in this era anyway, I don't think. Wow. Woohoo! Got myself a grail. Right, staples in the middle. Now, when I looked at the pictures on eBay, the staples were a bit hard to tell because for some reason the photographs weren't enlarging when I hovered over them. So I was a little bit unsure about the top staple. You probably won't be able to see it very well at all. There's a little bit of discolour in there, but inside it doesn't seem to be any discolouring on that staple at all. So there's Falcon, bare-chested with his green gloves. Interesting stuff. I try not to give myself any spoilers. The Falcon! There he is at the end. In his green suit at that time. And there's a long while before he actually learned how to fly the Falcon. It's quite crazy. Yeah, quite a long tradition of heroes of bird names you can't actually fly. I don't know if he was the first. I highly doubt it. But who knows? But yeah, cool. Very happy to own this book now. It's got 2 tiny little creases in the top corner and the bottom right corner. But this is really good condition, to be honest. Very happy with that. And so it was the cheapest one that was going on eBay. And I knocked him down 20 quid. So this is what I earned this comic from doing my podcast. This is what my podomaniacs, my listeners to my podcast, have bought for me, basically. So thank you to all those guys. None of those will be interested at all in my comics, I don't think. There's not a comic fan amongst them. They're all metalheads. But, I've actually done superhero-themed shows twice on my heavy metal podcast. Probably done a song for the Falcon as well, I wouldn't be surprised. But, yeah, so that's it. That is my early birthday book. I've got a few small birthday books actually I never actually picked up when I first started the project. And I was like, stuff like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny, and I was thinking to myself, well, I might as well get them actually because I quite like the Looney Tunes, especially Daffy Duck. He's my fella. So yeah, I'll probably try and pick those up for my birthday. Yeah, money provided, or I might ask my family to pick them up for me. So that's it. That's my early birthday book grail, paid for by my hard work on my podcast. So yes, that is really good. Anyway, that's it from me. I hope the sound came out okay, and may all your news be good news.